Well, good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to the Vaal race meeting. This is Tuesday, the 8th of June, and we're on the main track. There's a 21 pentometer, 6.5 meter false rail to the 600 meter mark. Give everything a chance. Most difficult race card. There looks like there is nothing that really stands out, but let's go through it. Quarter to one, first race, 12:45, 1,000 meters. And firstly, congratulations to Ryan Munger and Calvin Habib on both riding their first Group 1 winners. Corne Spies pops up and gets justification for getting beaten last year with Sing for Nico, Sing for Rafa, Sing for Nico, I'm not sure, one of the two it was. And Calvin rode the juvenile for Under Your Spell for Sean Tarry, which just shows you Cape Town Noir, very underrated sire, and certainly throws a couple that can run. But let's kick off with this race meeting, and hopefully they've come down from the clouds, these boys, and get out there and do the job. Maiden Plate, 1,000 meters, 2-horse race, one Swing the Willow, two very good runs. Jogging Guisa gets a ride for Sean Tarry, and certainly looks like the horse that they've all got to beat. Back to the 1,000, you go back to that Elusive Woman run, that was his second best run. He ran behind Tuscan Winter, that wasn't a bad run, and there's some collateral form line with Jet Cat, nothing between the two of them. So Jet Cat and he look like the right two, and then Master Archie's three very good runs and is the even money favourite and the one they've all got to beat. Race 2, Maiden Juvenile Plate, they got 1,200 meters, and I made this 2-horse race, and the form line shows a Pyromaniac form line. Dice and William Robertson, my selection of the two would be very difficult to make. I think that William Robertson might be the better of the two. He was 7-1 first time out. Dice was 33-1, and Craig Zaki sticks with Dice. William Robertson, Ryan Munger sticks with. So very difficult to pick between the two, and it's going to be a very interesting race. Dice maybe stand side might help him. Race 3, Maiden Juvenile Plate for fillies, and there's a 1,200 meter race, and I'm going with number 9, Icy Night. I thought this horse was given a very cozy little run first time out by Gavin Larina. He retains the ride, and I expect this to be able to improve the most of everything in the race, 4-1. Mama Tembu and Passion Fantasy might be the two big dangers. Both look like improvers. On times, I've gone with Icy Night. There's very little between him and Mama Tembu, and I think she might have the most improvement. Passion Fantasy didn't run quite as quick a time as the two of them, and therefore make it the third choice. Of the rest, Coco Hill gets Ferraris. That might be a big up for it, and look for big improvement as a bit of a roughie, 12-1 shot. Right, let's move on to race 4, Maiden Plate, fillies and mares ago, 1,000 meters, and I'm going strongly with number 9, Miss Magician. This does look like the right one on the card. There's very little opposition. Maybe French Joy is a big improver, Gavin Larina for Janjansa van Vuren, but I think that Miss Magician should hold the slot, so she's the banker on the day. Race 5, Mare rated 84, fillies and mares ago, 1,000 meters. This is quite tough. Greens went up 6 for winning, gets a 4-kilogram claimer. If he handles her, she'd be the right horse, and she's certainly best over this type of trip. Then you have Glotoria, also went up 6 for winning with Gavin Larina. He sticks a border, so they both got the maximum penalty. Emerald Crest, I think this will run very much better today, and I think this is a big runner. An Impressive Duchess is a 25-1 shot. Put her into all your play. Of the rest, Zodiac Princess and Alla La Bleu fill the minor money. Race 6, Mary rated 96, 2,000 meters. Now, this is the most interesting race because Apollo Robbins gets blinkers, and if those improve him, he would be very difficult to beat. Ignore his last start behind Trent Bastard. I don't know what happened there, but he certainly never showed what he can do. But he looks like probably the best handicapped horse in the race. Him and Trendmaster look the best two handicapped horses in the race. They're 3 and 4 time winners. A horse like Nebraska is a 1-time winner and is of level weights with Apollo Robbins and gets a kilo from Trendmaster, who's a 4-time winner. Romeo's Magic, the 3-year-old, comes into the race pretty well as well and should have a chance. And then Tyrus Express, always there or thereabouts in this distance, does suit him very well. Race 7 classified, 1200 meters. I'm going with Putin's Promise. I think he's the right horse here. Gavin Larena for St. John Grey. Godaka run, and Gavin rode him last, run before last. He ran pretty well behind the Seaways. That would give him a huge chance here. This looks like the right type of race for him. What are the dangers? Well, from here to eternity, he's course and distance and jockey suited. All 3 won last time. So a lot to like about it. Midnight Gem's a bit of a roughie. Look closely at this one. Won well first time out, and certainly hasn't run too badly. It's 2 following runs. Expected to run well. Big City Girl comes into the race with some sort of chance too. Race 8, most difficult race on the card. The classified 1200 meters, and there are a number of horses that have got chances here. My top choice is Eastbrook. I'm going to ignore his last start. I thought he'd run before this, but that was very good. He goes back over the 1200 meters, and this might be exactly what he's looking for. Warren Kennedy rides him again this time. Solomon's rode him last time. That's a huge jockey change. So Eastbrook's my top choice. He's 4-1. Right, what else is there? The McQuackers and Feather the Nest both come into the race with a chance. After Ours looks like an improver and might be the best runner of St. John Grey's here. And they look like the big dangers, but any one of the others could win this race. So I'm going with Eastbrook in the 1 perm. As I say, I always take 2 perms, and I'm going to take a number of horses, maybe even the field in the other perm. So very interesting days racing. I hope that you all have got over your weekend well. It was not easy to find winners there. There was some very difficult results. I think my 9 top choices all ran in the first 4, but couldn't get anything right because it's very difficult. You run 4th and you're taking place all to comes. You've got to be running 3rd. So from me, James Goodman, I hope that improves today, and we'll look forward to the day after tomorrow, which was Thursday, for another Joburg meeting. From Interbet, you get on there and play the live games. They got a whole lot of new ones come up, so worth getting into the profile and having a look and being an Interbet client. Have a good one.